Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Kamau Floyd, aka Mau Stax. Reason behind this channel is to create awareness for a cure for diabetes. I am a type 1 diabetic, and if you are unaware, diabetes has two of them. You have type 1 diabetes and type 2. For my type 1 diabetics, you know that we have to take a long acting insulin. So here's my pen right here, and also a short acting insulin before each meal. The long acting insulin is as I take before bedtime each night. I'm in the process of right now of getting a insulin pump, so I won't have to be taking injections unless my pump has sensor connection issues or anything of that nature. But again, a little bit about my story. The reason behind this channel again is to create awareness to cure diabetes. My mom passed away at the age of 38 due to complications with diabetes. I was 18 years old at the time. I'm now 28. So when I'm trying to make it to 38 and beyond, you feel me? So the real reason behind the movement is for us to create a support group for diabetics who struggle with day-to-day complications with diabetes. And not just that, just an overall support group. And when I say support group, them days where you don't feel like doing anything, or it's hard for you to get out of bed, it's hard for you to feel motivated to go get something to eat because you don't want your sugar levels to spike. That's what this content is here for, just to bring awareness and people together so we can all move together forward with the positive mindset of combating this disease. So we will be doing daily content, not only diabetic content, but we will be speaking on sports, trending topics, music, anything that content creation falls under the umbrella of content creation. We will have daily streams as well. So just we'll have guests on for speaking on different topics. Some nights we may stream the game. So from 2K to Call of Duty to 007 First Light just came out. We have NCAA 27 about to come out. Madden's about to come out as well. So again, I just want to welcome you guys to the channel. And not only that, we just want to move forward with this message and the positivity behind it. A lot of times as diabetics, we fall into a corner of isolation, which I have went through myself as well. Some days I don't talk to anyone, and it's not the best thing to do. So that's why I want to make a support group. This channel is to hold myself accountable with living the right way, healthy, exercising, staying outside in the sun. Reason being I say those things is because, if you're like a person like me who works in financing, we're inside of a building a lot in the office area, so it's not always good to be inside of an office because you get vitamin D deficiency, sitting at a desk, you get blood flow issues. And I'll speak on my journey as far as that, as far as my hospitalization things I went through, my hospital stays. Some days I was there for 2 days. I think the longest I was there was for 14 days. And again, I'm only 28, so that's kind of like those alarming or wake up calls for me. You feel me? If I've had experience of experiencing the other side of the world, if you know what I mean. Like I transitioned for a little bit and I wound up coming back. That was 4 years ago. So I kind of been on a better path there, but we still got a long ways to go. You feel me? I've had cataract surgery in my eyes. So I'll give you guys more detail on that too, on the process of living with cataracts at a younger age. And then, I'm saying, now I can see a lot better now, which is why I'm able to make content for you guys. So I know I just dropped a lot on you right there. So if you have any questions in the comments that you want to ask me, I'm feel free to answer you guys. And not only me, I want you guys to comment your experience with diabetes. And if you don't have diabetes per se, you know someone with diabetes. So what's your family or friends experience with it? So a lot can be personal, but this is a transparent channel because that's what we have to do as diabetics, be more transparent. And the reason I say that is because there is a lot of money going into the research to cure this disease. A lot of people are affected by this, and a lot of people we don't even know suffer from diabetes. They just don't say that they're diabetic. Even myself, I don't even go tell people I'm a diabetic, but now I'm more out and open. That's the whole purpose of this YouTube channel, is for me to create awareness for diabetes. So all bit of content that is made on this channel, at the end of the day, it ties in for us to create awareness for diabetes, So I will say this, like I mentioned before, there is a cure possibly on the way. It may not happen in the next 10 to 15 years, but maybe 20 years down the line. They're working on alternative pancreas. The insulin pump is as close as they got at this moment. Like for myself, I'm going to get the Omnipod. So I'm working on carb counting. If you don't know what carb counting is, for instance, oh, by the way, love sunflower seeds. It might be the best snack ever invented, but again, high sodium intake with sunflower seeds. So always keep a bottle of water nearby if you're like a sunflower seed snacker. I do this because I had to stop smoking weed. So this is my next best thing, was to, I don't drink, so hey, I got some type of vice. You feel me? We all got vices, but to limit the alcohol, to limit the weed intake, sunflower seeds help me out a lot. But the reason why I mentioned the carb counting is very important for ones who don't understand the carb counting. So basically, on the back of nutrition facts, you got a list of ingredients and everything. Yes, you do, but also the carb count here for diabetics is very important. The carbs turn into sugar. If you were unaware, that's the reason why a lot of us we suffer with sugar issues. Is that we think that because we're not drinking something with sugar in it or eating something that's sweet, we're fine. No. So from your chips to your food, you have to really count the carbs. That's what I'm learning as well. So I'm in the process of doing that. And that's from your crackers. Really, everything has carbs in it. So you got to kind of be mindful. You can't, and especially in America, you can't limit the carb intake a lot because everything has carbs in it, but you can do your best bet to control what you're eating. You feel me? So that's what I'm working on. This channel is not only to bring you guys awareness, but for myself, again, you heard my goal is live past 38. I want to live longer than that, obviously, but once I get to 38, that's a milestone for me. You feel me? So long story short is that I'm making this channel to hold myself accountable to number one, take medication, because that's a huge thing with us diabetics. It's so expensive. I call it a rich man's disease. If you know, you know. There are some medications that the insurance won't cover or sensors the insurance won't cover, and they're talking about you got to pay $2,000 for a 30-day supply. I've heard some stories, and again, I'll give my experience with it as well. That's actually how I landed up in the hospital my first time, which was not being my prescription refilled by my provider in time. And then when I went to go get my prescription refill, I had to schedule an appointment with the endocrinologist. And if you know how hard it is to get an endocrinologist an appointment, do you understand why? It's like they don't just have appointments available that same week. It could be months out down the line. And unless you like in DKA, which again, my diabetics, I'll break during that more of the DKA is. But yeah, unless you're in like some dire situation, they're not really going to fit you into their schedule. So that's what I mean as far as the support for diabetics. We need more support. We need help fighting this disease. And if you don't have it, again, you know someone affected by a disease. We need all hands on deck to get this cure. But again, this channel is mainly to bring awareness to the disease. So again, if you have any comments or questions, just drop them below and we'll be free to answer them. And also comment your experience with diabetes. If you're a diabetic, let me know. If you don't feel comfortable leaving in the comments, you can always leave a personal message. My name is Mau Stax. Again, it's Mau Stax. So my Instagram, my Facebook, my Kick is all Mau Stax. Then my Twitch is HHX Mau. So either one of those, you guys can contact me on there and we can, discuss. And I'm always, available to talk to you guys. If I'm not at work, if I'm not live, or if I'm live in the chat, you can always jump in the chat and speak with me as well, because we are on the verge of getting a cure for this disease. So again, this channel is just to bring awareness to diabetes. So I'm just going to end it there, guys. Thank you again for tuning in. And just be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content, because again, we'll be posting daily content here and on our social medias, and it all ties into just to bringing awareness to diabetes. Again, my name is Kamau Floyd. If you have anything you want to speak with me about, I'm completely fine with that. This channel is to support you guys, and the support will reflect back on me. But our support group, diabetics, we got to come together, man. It's all one love. What they do, one love, right? Nah, but seriously though, like, we got to learn to enjoy life more and not so much be afraid because we're diabetics. That's what I'm learning. Don't live life in fear. Always work hard and always keep your mental cool. That's what this is all about, keeping this here sharp. When I had cataracts, I couldn't even look at a computer screen, let's say, but I was working on computers for 2 years with it. You feel me? I worked for 2 years with cataracts in my eyes. I just couldn't read text. So when I was even working at work, I had the magnifying glass. If you if you have an HP laptop, you get the magnifying tool. I was using that to read anything I do at work. Nothing will deter me from being successful in life, and diabetes is not going to be the reason why I won't reach my goals. And again, just a little bit about myself. I found out I was a diabetic at 20 years old. I was on a pursuit of being a state police officer. Per se, they don't take police officers who are diabetic for obvious reasons, because you may be on patrol for a little bit or whatever the case may be. It's just hard to manage your diabetes and also be aware of what's going on, because diabetes is a full-time job itself. You feel me? So I had to pivot my career choice and go into banking, financing, you feel me? Which at the end of the day, it all leads me to say this. I always wanted to be a business owner. I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. So this content creation journey is just one passion that I have. But long story short, fitness and personal health has always been a passion of mine. So I'm trying to combine all areas of my life together and push forward with that mindset. I don't mind having a job. There's nothing wrong with having a job, but I know as a diabetic, it's not good for me of working in the office. You understand? So we already deal with deficiencies inside of our body. But if you work in the office, then you got to worry about not getting the lack of sunlight is going to cause vitamin D deficiency inside of you because you're not already getting a nutrition value from your food because you're on a limited diet. You feel what I'm saying? So all these things are connected together. It's all about being in good health and understanding that it's all a process. So I never questioned why I was a diabetic. You know, some days I was hard, but as my faith has got closer with God, sometimes I understand my purpose. More recently, my last visit to church after I took a hiatus about a year or two away from church. Because I'm not a person who has to go all the time. I'll go to church mainly just to resonate with the message, and then I just go about like keeping my personal relationship with God. Yeah, but that's mainly just me. But it's not a religious conversation. But what I'm saying is that I felt my purpose. My purpose is to bring awareness to this disease and really push forward for us to get that cure to it. So again, if this content does interest you, you can always leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and again, just comment your experience with diabetes and everything else. So yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm gonna end the video here. We'll be live later on tonight. So I'm gonna drop this video and we'll be live tonight. Again, we'll be speaking on some other content as well, but mainly just the finals. Probably speaking on not just fine. We had yesterday was the UFC White House fight, so we're speaking on that, and then we'll speak on again the recent finals. We're gonna do the Jalen Brunson, Allen Iverson debate. Interesting conversation for basketball talk. Then we also cover sports. Like I say, we do sports, we do music, trending topics. That's always gonna be a thing for me. I'm a controversial person, so hey, this ain't no PG-13 type of channel. There's no like probably not be a lot of cursing, for monetization reasons, but we hit those hard topics. And then you guys see the background as well. It is a lot of sports images as well, but you won't. I'm not gonna look the camera up because it's gonna mess it up. But I'll just tell you right now, I have a picture of Barack Obama, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, and Malcolm X. It goes be straight, be strong, be brave, be humble, be badass. You feel me? That mindset right there is the reason why we're making this channel, because it's all about pushing positivity and empowerment to our people. And when I see our people diabetics, you're my people, you feel me? And then the Black Power Fist is for my people who understand what's going on. But at the end of the day, diabetes doesn't have no color, it has no race. It is what it is. So that's why I want to make a support group for diabetics, because there is no race, there is no color on this channel. It's all support and love, and that's what we're here to do. Provide a positive message, a positive empowerment here for your brain, for you to go achieve your goals, and for me to achieve mine is through you guys. So seeing you successful is me being successful. That's how I deem success in life. So enough of that. Again, this is just my intro video to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, again, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and be ready for more. We'll be back. Hey, Mau Stax, I'm signing out. Peace. And when I do this, I always do this. I don't know how to do an outro, so we just gonna leave that unedited.